Doll sheep to me mainly was a really special thing. As I was growing up, my dad had his in our house, and it was always pretty much understood that you were a hunter when you had killed a Doll sheep with him. It was almost like when I walked by that sheep when I was a kid growing up. I mean, I could remember it was almost like walking by a shrine or something. I mean, it was like you had to pay reverence to his ram when you walked by him in the den.
You say that you can do better. This life ain't the one that you want me.
Syndicate is brought to you by Howa, Hornady, Do All Outdoors, Banded, Realtree, Nico Sterling, Banded Gear, Legacy Sports, and the National Guard.
Doll sheep, one of the ultimate big game animals in North America. Imagine yourself on a roller coaster about to take that first drop at 105 miles an hour with your finger on the trigger of your rifle, shaking like a leaf. Now you know what Terry and Clark feel like. Hey, Clark, seriously, man, what do I gotta do to get up there? How much is it gonna cost me to get up there and hunt with you in Alaska? And I promise, when I get there, I won't pass.
Buddy, that's it's a really neat deal that my dad has done and we have done for a long time. It's by invitation only. We are not a guide service. We do not do anything for money. We actually lose money every year because everybody that goes pays the same amount. My dad actually fronts the whole trip on one credit card. When you come up there, you haven't given him $1, and you normally don't give him anything till like 6 months afterwards when he's had a chance to break all the costs down, divide them up amongst the people that have gone, split the fuel, split the food. That's why he pays for everything at one time. Now the reason why Mr. Terry got to shoot a sheep was his son is a resident of Alaska. And they have what's called like a grandfather tag. If your immediate family member, your son or daughter, mother or father is a resident of Alaska, then you can hunt animals that require a licensed guide without having one there. You have to put in for a tag just like everybody else, and luckily he actually drew one. Well, he flew up. This was the first part of his trip. He actually wanted to hunt caribou, and he actually drew a moose tag also. But we all told him the first animal you wanted to get out of the way would be the sheep. And if he was physically able to keep hunting after that, we would hunt the moose and the bear. So when he arrived at our base camp, we went up, started looking for sheep, set up a spike camp, and had camped, I believe it was the second night after we found this particular ram in this draw, and proceeded to get up after him that afternoon. When you get to these places where we're sheep hunting, there is no runway. It's all uneven terrain. These airplanes are loaded to the max. We've got gear for however long we're supposed to be staying there. It could be up to a week. These tires are run on such low air pressure when they hit rocks or any kind of obstruction, they're made to just absorb that right into the tire. Well, as you can see, because of the angle of when we landed and the airplane went to turn around, there's literally, I don't know, 10 pounds of pressure in each one of these tires. There was just enough angle on this airplane for the bottom of the tire these are 36-inch bush wheels, for the tire to fold up underneath where the wing was like 5 feet from 5 feet from touching the ground. And it's just a testament to how tough these airplanes, the equipment on them, the tires, everything else are, because there is no mechanic this far up in the Arctic.
Come look at this tire and then I'll show you a clip of him.
I can't believe you didn't find you a spot to land.
I said, hey look, I said from square one, I said, I bet you we're gonna land where Randy picked me up.
Hell, what was you trying to do? Turn up the hill?
No, I just trying to turn sideways.
Oh, he should just went right over there.
Well, we better pick the tail up, move it just a little.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we ought to do that.
Let's some of these big husky guys get on the downhill one.
Here, just for reference, look at here.
Become a fan at facebook.com/Syndicate Hunting. The search for the ultimate knee boot has ended. Years of dealing with sweaty, cold, uncomfortable feet inspired us to build something innovative, entirely new, and better. Our Shed's technology allows your feet to breathe, but also keeps your feet warm, dry, and totally waterproof. The boot is shielded with an iron-tough exterior to withstand any outdoor conditions you may experience. No matter the situation, your feet will be comfortable. The ultimate knee boot from Bandit. Get it today.
The most advanced ammunition in the world, Superformance from Hornady. Up to 200 feet per second faster than any conventional ammunition. Flatter trajectories and more downrange energy from every rifle. Superior accuracy with no increase in felt recoil. Superformance ammunition from Hornady. It is rocket science.
Today's ultimate hunting value by Howa. The infamous Howa 1500 Precision Barrel in action. Without a doubt, the best value for today's hunter. Accurate and affordable. Howa Talon with Blackhawk recoil reduction stock. Howa Hogue package combos. Get a grip. Get the Hogue over mold advantage. Howa Axiom with Blackhawk recoil reduction stock. Envied by many, borrowed by some, and second to none. Howa.
When you're going sheep hunting, everything is about weight. And when I say weight, I mean down to the ounces. A few years ago, we started using MREs along with Mountain House, other dehydrated foods.
Not a soul for hundreds of miles. I'm about to have a delicious dinner of beef. Oh, you go. Beef enchilada in sauce. Got really lucky. Got some beverage-based powder here. It's kind of a homemade version of Gatorade, I think. Vegetable crackers. What? I don't even need to say nothing. Vegetable crackers. But then on top of those vegetable crackers, now that's a score. If y'all can read that, that is cheese spread with jalapeno. So we got the chemical heater in there heating up a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see some steam coming out. Maybe not. Have a delicious meal here.
This ram, when we first spotted this ram, he was around 6,500 to 7,000 feet, I believe, and it was really actually strange because he was by himself. We had seen rams in this whole draw on both sides, so we camped in the middle by a small creek. When we woke up that morning and I spotted the ram on the side of the cliff, he literally was laying down from the time we left and started hiking to the time we got up there, which was, I believe it took us a little over, right at 3 hours from when we left our spike camp, and he did not move until right before we got up there, and I think we actually were the ones that spooked him and get him to stand up.
Sheep has been located. Ironically, oh hell, he just went out of view, didn't he? But get back with y'all and we'll get on the other side of the river. See if we can't get a little horn down.
How many times do you have to stop and wait for you? I'm serious, buddy. I've seen you walk.
Yeah, you have. No, we had it was a little bit of a challenge, but you know, that's another thing about me. You know, here's a man over 60 years old, and he's putting everything he got into it, and he was walking every day before he came.
A lot of obstacles. It's not easy.
There's no way.
Wow.
Wow. This is a man that couldn't turn around in the tree. And a whitetail hunter. You know, and I'm double checking a 6,000-pound carabiner weight. Okay. Yeah. Imagine him at 5,000 feet. He shook.
The Rams looking at us, it was one of those moments, it's real tense. You don't know, even as steep and as rugged as that terrain was, he could have been out of there in, 30 seconds. He could have went to the other side of the mountain. He could have dropped down, went left or right. So as Mr. Goes is trying to get set up, the Ram's looking right at us. He knows something's different. The shot was a little over 300 yards, and as Terry sets up, he gets the gun right on him. The Ram's just staring right down on us, and I'm telling him he needs to get a shot off.
You hit him? Broke it? You may need another one. Here you go. Put one out of stock. Here you go. No, it's shot. Here. It won't hold. Dang. All right. Hold on, Goza.
I'm just watching. I think he went right over him, Clark.
I'm about to fall off the damn mountain.
Just now?
You hit right over the top of him, so.
That right, his back leg's bad.
You hammered him then.
He's down now. That head went down.
Yes!
All right, Dad.
That is a beautiful sheep.
Holy shit.
Huh? With that Hornady hat on. Come on. Oh. Where is it? Woo! I was falling off. Damn.
Did you see him fall off?
He just went down.
Yeah, he just rolled down.
I didn't see him rolling down the hill.
Ah.
years. And when I drew it, here we are, we're back in Alaska. I've got my coveted sheep tag that I've been applying for. This is the one thing that my dad has associated with being a true hunter since I was a kid. We haven't gotten out of the airplane yet, and we set up spike camp, me and my friends. The next morning, as we see a small lamb come over, I'm getting nervous already. I don't see anything, I don't see my ram, but I got my tag in my pocket. I'm back in the Arctic. I'm fixing to go up this mountain and literally try for my animal of a lifetime. 2010, getting geared up. Fixing to go chase the elusive sheep. I want y'all to look at these two little bitty old airplanes we riding in. What? This would be the SQ2.
Not to take that ride, beg him not to go.
What? We didn't. They just landed two airplanes on the side of a mountain. On like this right here. That would be him right there. Did we just land two airplanes on the side of a mountain now?
I believe we did. Came in right
over. Wait, look up. Yeah, that was the man flying the other one right there in the Wyoming whiskey hat. And I want y'all to see this nice, beautiful runway we just touched down on.
Tell you what, if you get home, we're gonna walk right here a minute and look. Maybe throw a rock right there. Just a rock behind you.
Check. Yeah, they said we need to chock the wheels so the airplane don't blow off the mountain.
I like spring dogs and rusty screen doors. Candlelight on creaky wood floors, a good sunrise and fireflies in a jar. A banjo ringing through the pine, the way I feel on homemade wine.
How are the boots?
They're coming along good now. Works pretty good.
Pretty dried out?
Yeah. Coming on along. I mean, I don't know what I'm so intent on drying them for. It's going to take 20 minutes for them to fill up with sweat again, but I just like to.
Just because you can.
Just because you're right, Al, because it's not snowing 7 feet a minute right now.
Exactly. It's
not raining.
Comfortable. We got our socks on. We'll walk around on the tundra.
Yeah, we know where the sheep are.
Clark, I see you guys sitting around the fire and you're holding the insole of your shoe. What I mean, didn't you come prepared with like brand new pair of boots or something? Did they fall apart before you even got to camp?
Man, this is a rib session. I love it. Actually, we got dropped off, and in Alaska, you have to wait 24 hours after you've been flying to hunt. And we had hiked around 4 miles to get to what we were going to set up as our base camp. And since we had our tents, sleeping bags, all the stuff that we were not going to carry to the top of the mountain, yeah, my feet were sweating. So I dried my soles out over the fire and
Become a fan at facebook.com/syndicatehunting.
It was like a really cool omen. You'll see on there this young ewe steps over, or a lamb steps over the side of the mountain and literally lays down and watches us. He doesn't know what we are. Probably never seen a human being in this area before, and I don't know, it was kind of like a good omen, and we started hiking up this mountain to get to the top where we would have a good vantage point. And when we get up there, we spot this ram laying down, and I told these guys beforehand, I said, you know, I'm not in this to kill over a full curl trophy. All I want to do is get a good representation of the species. I didn't want to take the shot at first. I had my bow. I explained on there where I always tote my bow, just because if you don't, you bow hunters know, then you'll have the opportunity to take one with your bow. But I was by all means not going to risk giving up something just for an archery shot. But
Rings on his horns. I know he's at least an 8-year-old ram, so I know that's legal. How far is it? The only thing I'm concerned about is the angle. What do you think? What's that? He's shooting off that flat rock right there.
I think you got to be careful about knocking any rocks around, but other than that.
Do you want my jacket on the ground? Yeah, probably when I get something. Hold on. Okay.
You're getting ready to take this shot on this awesome doll sheet, right? And to me, it looks like you're wasting a little bit of time there. Like you got your little Lego set of rocks up there, and it's like you're building yourself a little fort or something. I mean, really, man, what are you doing?
It don't take much to keep a guy from Mississippi.
First of all, you will know, and you should know, from shooting long distances, that I could not get any closer because there's a sheer cliff here, and 500 yards is a long shot, so I'm taking the time to basically build me something to prop my rifle up on where I can concentrate on my breathing, concentrate on my heart rate, concentrate on my trigger pull. I know all this is Greek, just act like you know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Did I not smoke him?
Dude, you dust rolled him at 5 hunch. Fell into the ravine. Dude. Dude.
Please get a little shot of my...
Can't wait to get back and show my dad, you know, that I actually did kill a sheep, and I am part of this elite hunting group that he's told me about ever since I was a kid.
Wow, what an awesome picture painted of Alaska by my good buddy and co-host Clark Dixon. I've been there. I can't wait to get back. If you haven't been there, get there as soon as possible. Check us out on Facebook, syndicatehunting.com. I'm Mike DeAnda. We'll see you next week.